In 2023, I was diagnosed with something called fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia is widespread pain. It affects your nerves, it affects your nerve endings, and no two people are the same. And I'm convinced that's why the my is straight in the middle. So it's fibromyalgia. And so for so many years, I have said, oh, my shattered nerves. And I'm quite sure that you become what you behold. And I've almost brought that on myself. So I have changed my words, I have changed the way that I speak, and I have changed things around a lot because I'm so conscious that you become what you behold. So I used to keep a pain journal. Imagine writing every single day the things that you are in pain. So I've got this is wrong, and this is wrong, and this is wrong, and this is wrong. And actually I was like, no, I'm not. I'm going to replace that with a gratitude journal. So I have got a gratitude journal. I journal and I'm like, thank you, Lord, that today I'm better than I was yesterday. Thank you that I can stretch. Thank you that I can walk to the bathroom with no pain. Whatever it is, be it tiny or big. So wins. So celebrate your wins. So today is Friday. It is my 12th Freedom Friday. So I'm doing 40 weeks to freedom, showing people how to achieve those seemingly unattainable dreams and goals. And the whole thing behind it is that this is the Hebrew year 5785. My parents were born in 1957, both of them, and I was born in 1985. 40 years. So I decided, I always say, you can't make this stuff up. So on the day that I was busy working out numbers and figuring out and trying to work out things, it was February. And the closest Friday was the 7th of February. Friday, 7th of February. And I was like, Freedom Friday. I can take people on a journey for 7 days at a time for the next 40 weeks, and we can celebrate our wins and what's working. I didn't know how that was going to look. I just wrote it down. So we are now on week 12, and we've got 29 weeks to go. If you want to come on the journey with me, you are most welcome. I'm very excited to help you to achieve those seemingly unattainable dreams and goals. So I've got a background in multi-level marketing and direct selling, that I love people, I love to be around people, energized by people. But when I realized that I have got fibromyalgia, and I'm not just nuts, it has a proper diagnosis, and Christina Mazzandero speaks about the spoon theory, and she explained how she uses her spoons. She compares spoons to energy, and she explained to her friend what it's like to have lupus, and she used the spoons. So she explained it, that people without chronic pain or chronic fibromyalgia, MS, whatever it is, she had has lupus, and people without that have got an unlimited amount of spoons, an unlimited amount of energy. But people that have got chronic pain all the time have only got 12 spoons. So for me, I resigned from my full-time job. I was working as a personal assistant for a couple of months in 2023. I was diagnosed while I was working, which made sense because I was in a flare-up for a lot of the time. I was getting sick when I didn't usually. I felt anxiety where I didn't usually. So I'm very grateful that my husband sent me to the doctor, and I was very emotional and cranky because I said to him, but I'm fine. Literally, those were my words. And you'll see now in a lot of my content, I say, I'm wearing earrings, I'm fine. Because you don't want to tell people what you're going through, because they try and sympathize with you, but it's like they've got to try to get in the puddle with you, but they don't really understand. So unless you have got fibromyalgia, and I really hope that you don't, but if you do, you don't know until you know. And I think that's why it's fibromyalgia, because no two of us are the same. No two symptoms are the same. No two of us are the same. Somebody phoned me the other day and she was like, you got to try this product I tried. I'm like, no pain, it's really working. But her symptoms, not one of them, not once did she stop and ask me what my symptoms were. But none of her symptoms were my symptoms. None of the things she struggled with do I struggle with. Maybe that still comes. I don't know how that looks. But for such a time as this. So I realized that the gift of my husband saying to me, just resign, stay at home, rest, recover, restore, understand why you keep getting this, what the root is for it, try this medication, try that medication. Oh my goodness. What happens when you're in isolation? If COVID taught us anything, we are not meant to be in isolation. We need community. We need people around us. But if you are in chronic pain, I promise you now you don't want to be around people. You do not want to be around people. So for me, I just want to isolate. I'm an empath. which I've learned later on in life. But if I'm around people, the energy, I gather the energy, which is then adds to my flare-up. So anyway, so I had to find purpose in my pain. And then I had to go back and think, okay, so I can't keep going backwards. I can't keep comparing what I had before, what I did before, what I experienced before, what success I had before, what career I had before. Because why? Because I need to focus forward. I need to frame my future. How does that look? I've been in a flare-up for the last 3 weeks, yet I have focused 4 spoons on doing income-producing activities. And in that, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. I show up for other people with fibromyalgia. Why? Because I have that. So when I speak to people, they can resonate with me. We speak the same language. I've got the most phenomenal lady. Her name is Cindy. She is based in Scotland, or the UK. I think it's Scotland. And she goes live and she shows people how to do art. This is what we do, this is how we're painting, what do you think of this? We interact with each other, and I was like, if she can do this, I can do this. I can go online and speak to other people and encourage them and be a hope dealer, just so that you're not alone. Because I promise you now, it is lonely. It is pain, it is lonely, it is in your head where you feel like you're in isolation all the time. So I want to be a hope dealer. So when I've been over the years looking at Terry Savelle Foy, and Terry Savelle Foy is the cheerleader of dreams. She is the cheerleader of dreams. And I had to look, and I thought, she says you become what you behold. And this is going to sound ridiculous, but maybe not. Let me please flip this around. Okay, so she speaks about you become what you behold. So make your vision clear, read it on the run, Habakkuk 2 verse 2, okay? And then I thought about, oh my gosh, I've got this photo. I've just recently put it into a frame, but it was one that I used to put in my purse. I used to carry it around with me. So this is a photo that I cut out of a photo, my sister-in-law's photo. I cut it out, and I used to hold this photo with me, carry it with me. This guy at the time was 18 years old, I think. Yeah. Anyway, and I was like, I'm going to marry this guy. I am going to marry this guy. I took the same photo to my gran, and I was in grade 8, standard 6, so 1999, I think it was. Took this photo to her, and I said, I am going to take this boy to my matric dance. I'm going to grow my hair long, and I'm going to take him to my matric dance. And she looked at me with so much excitement, and she said, your hair is going to look lovely. What? Anyway, long story short, you become what you behold. My husband and I have been married for 15 years in May. So we have been married for 15 years in May. Wasn't love at first sight for him? No. It was not. I was 13 years old. I was very irritating. I could just imagine. Shame. But consistency is key. And there's these fine lines that run through in our lives. And yes, so I hold on to this, and I know that you become what you behold. So what you think about, you bring about. So do you have to have anything fancy? No. You got to have prayer, you got to have faith, and you just got to keep on keeping on. So when I first came across multi-level marketing and direct selling, the company that I was part of showed us how to do vision boards. And then I was like, that's when I realized that, I've been doing it my whole life. I was born for this. So this was it. What do? You frame your future. Before it happens, you close your eyes and you're like, what is possible? What is possible? So I'd just started with this company, Honey Fashion Accessories. I had just started. We went to Cape Town on a conference, for our yearly conference. I was brand new to the business. I sat next to a lady by the name of Anna Marie, and they launched this incentive. So on the screens, can you imagine? It was waterfalls. It was beautiful. It was like, wow. And it was Croatia. And I did geography, and I had absolutely no idea where Croatia was. But I'm like, I am going. And I think she was also like, okay. Anyway, we were both on the trip. Fast forward, and it all happened. I created a vision board. I made my vision so super clear. This was, I think, in 2008, 2009, when I had first started with my career as a team leader. So I was a sales consultant. So I was like, sales consultant is like in my training years. I had about 3 or 4 training years. How many years of training have you had before you tried to do what you were doing? Okay, so then I was a team leader, started as a team leader, was building a team, inviting people to join me on my journey. I would show people how to achieve their seemingly unattainable dreams and goals. They didn't know about mine. But I used to help them with theirs. Why? Because it wasn't about me. It was the impact that I could have. Okay, so what we would do, we would sit together. I would say, okay, what is it that you want? And we used to make the list. So now, fast forward, I used to have opportunity meetings. People used to come into my home. We used to have coffee. We used to have wine. We had to just care and be together and just have that community. And we used to dream big. I used to help people dream. From microwave ovens to blazers to milk and bread to cover them for the rest of the month, whatever it was in that time, in that season, for whoever that person was, it didn't matter. I was there to have an impact. And then they would take a catalog, they would go show their friends and family the catalog, and they would get orders, and we would sell products. We used to sell fashion accessories in that time. And the more people I helped, the closer I got to my dreams and goals. So could I have done 1.4 million, 2.6 million a year on my own? Absolutely no ways. But it wasn't about me. It was the impact that I could have. So I did it year after year after year. So my goal was to get married at the boat house in Belito to this guy. At the time we were living in Johannesburg, which was about 700 kilometers from where we wanted to get married, a destination wedding. People were like, oh, people are not going to come. People are not going to show up. I think we had about 100 people at our wedding. And it was in Belito, and that's where we got married. And guess what? I did go to Croatia, and it was our first wedding anniversary that I had qualified. So our honeymoon, we went to Mauritius. The following year, honey also went to Mauritius at that time, but I was still new, but I didn't miss a beat. Why? Because my vision was so super clear. So then I can say to you that you can have all the plans that you want, but you must always give God. You can write in pencil and give God the pen, or give him the eraser, because his plans are always better than yours. So I was trusting for a pink baby. I always said pink ballet, pink ballet, pink ballet, but I have got 2 boys. I'm a boy mom. So I love my boys. I love being a boy mom. I love going fishing. Can you see my face? I love it. I love fishing. So we go fishing, and I'm on the sports field, and I am that stay-at-home mom that I wanted to be. It just looks very, very different. Very, very different. Because I've got fibromyalgia, there are things that I can't do. There are days that I can't show up. I do try my best, and they are so patient and so understanding. And yeah, I'm super blessed. So I want to help you to frame your future. Okay, so what is it that you want for you? Because I promise you now, if I am a simple lass that has a matric, anybody can do anything that they set their mind to. Okay, so here we go, 2011, we went to Croatia. It was our first wedding anniversary. There we are on the boat. There will be signs of success. I'll share with you that you've journeyed with me. There was our team that we went with. I think there were about 30. I think the top 30 in those days used to qualify. There's my friend. And we went on the trip together. Why? Because strangers become friends, and friends become family. Strangers become friends, and friends become family. The difference is that I resigned from that career, and we were relocated. We moved from Johannesburg to the south coast of KwaZulu-Natal. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I was now jobless. I was feeling lonely because we had moved from our tribe. I've moved from my friends. I'd moved from family. I'd moved from my people to the south coast. It was isolation. It was like isolated. We moved to the small villages with big stories. I remember going for my nails the one day, and the lady said to me, so when are you moving overseas? And I was like, what the heck? So people will know stuff about you that you didn't even know about yourself. So, and lots of things. So I then also isolated even further because I didn't want people to know my story. And our story was one of pain. We moved, people come to the south coast and move to small towns to recover, to restore, to renew, to rebuild for such a time as this. So what is my point? My point was that I can help people to achieve their seemingly unattainable dreams and goals because it's got nothing to do with me. It's got everything to do with you, whoever you are. So what I do is I help you to get what you want. And what do? You create a vision board for you. Okay. So what do? You do 100, you write 100 things that you want. Okay. 100 things. For me, I want to be able to do 5 kilometers in 30 minutes. There's a beautiful walk here called Lily Krona. You walk from one little town to the next little town. It's a straight flat road. Yet I've got chronic pain all the time, so I can't always walk. Sometimes I can't even walk to the car to get the kids from school. I have to phone my mom or my mother-in-law to say, can you please get the kids? And they don't know what's going on. I just say I've got the flu, or what, I'm busy on a call, or whatever, because you don't want people to feel sorry for you, or you also don't want people to say to you, are you feeling better yet? I'm going, oh, well, never. It's just, yes. Is it a 5 or is it a 12? There's always pain. Anyway, so you write down the 100 things that you want for you. So I help people. I go live daily. If you want to join me, you can email me for my PDF. It's a free PDF, and I will give you the vision board. Just the vision board, I'll email it to you. So email me, I'll email you. My email is info@hopeandhustleblueprint.com. info@hopeandhustleblueprint.com. If you want to know how that company started, how that business started, go and look at my content, and you'll see a picture of my friend and I, Amor. Her and I started this together, and we want to just have an impact. We want to be able to help other people, stay-at-home moms, people that want to do digital marketing, people that want to achieve those seemingly unattainable dreams and goals. You can do it faceless. There are so many things. So it depends on what you want for you. Okay, so if you just want my personal blueprint for a vision board on how to get what you want, you can go there and just email me. But if you want to get all my emails, if you want to be a part of my newsletters, if you want to get the information that I send out for free, my wow is wisdom plus opportunity equals wealth. The opportunity will come up wherever. For me, I'm leveraging, and I'm going to explain that now. Okay, so what is it for you? So for me, faith. I really want a life of sweatless ease. I need to reduce my stress as much as I can, but I also want to have purpose. I needed an opportunity like I needed oxygen. So I was looking at different things, at different opportunities. Because of my fibromyalgia, I needed to push pause and say, what can I do and what can I not do? So there was a job at the school. Oh my golly, this was the funniest thing. So I go for the interview. I thought, okay, I'll get the school holidays and. So I bring it back, and I could just feel, I said to my husband, I can't get this job. So he's like, what do you mean? So I'm like, I can't get this job. It's somebody else needs it. And so he's like, okay, so email them. So I resigned before I'd started. I didn't even know if I'd got the job, but it was like, I can't do this. And then it's like, okay, because why? Because I couldn't stand on my feet for all of those hours, because I can't show up. I don't have unlimited spoons. I only learned the spoon theory now a couple of months ago, and I realized I can use 4 spoons doing income producing activities. And what I do and what you do is completely different, because what I've got in my hand and what you've got in your hand are completely different, because we're not looking back, we're framing our future, but I can help you. You don't have to do what I'm doing. It depends on what your tool is. Okay, so the first one for me is faith. I'm on a faith journey. My parents were born in 1957. I was born in 1985. I'm doing 40 weeks to 40. This is week 12 of my journey, taking people on a journey with me. Every 7 days, I celebrate my wins. What is the biggest win for me? The fact that I reached out to 57 people on TikTok and on I reached out to 57 people on my Facebook, because I've got like over 1,000 people there. 57. Okay, so listen to these numbers. Reached out to 57 people on Facebook, asking them to go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, please go and subscribe now. If you're on my TikTok, please go and follow me now. If you're on whichever social media, please go and subscribe, follow me. I'm going to get 1% better every day. Okay, so 57 people. 7 people, 7 out of 57. Yeah, right? Out of 57, and this is the year 5785. So that's the Hebrew year. I do feel like this is a faith journey for me. I believe that the roots of fibromyalgia come from trauma, and I've spoken to a lot of people and researched and checked and whatever, and people say, oh, but I haven't had trauma. If you have had a baby, if you have had a birth, if you have had a death, you have had trauma. You have had trauma, and it's now to get to those roots. So it ends with me. So 57 was my parents, 85 is me, it ends with me. So those things that were from the previous generation, from the previous whatever, end with me and end with my husband. My husband's father passed away this year. You can't make this stuff up. There's a time to be born, there's a time to die. There's a time for all things in every season. So what is it for us? For me, it's to help people to stop looking backwards, to frame their future, and to move forward. So faith, okay, that's the first F. Fitness, I want to be able to do 5 kilometers in 30 minutes. I've got a huge vision board, which I'll take you to just before I finish this, and say, what is it for you? Okay, then it is, so this is just helping you to unpack what those things are. So it's faith, it's fitness, then it's finances. People don't want to speak about this, but you know what? If you don't speak about it, it's going to own you. If you have got fibromyalgia, if you've got chronic pain, if you have got stress, which is the root, that is going to be a very big trigger for you. So what is it? And if you do not deal with it, it will deal with you. You have to bring it out, you have to speak it out, and you have to write it out. And then you got to get rid of it. Okay, so what does your debt look like? Start with that. Do you have a retirement plan? Do you have a retirement plan? Do you have a goal? Do you have a dream? Are you going to work forever? There's no problem working forever. That's great. You can work. We were born to work and serve. But have you got a plan? Do you want to go to the shopping? I don't even go to the shops because the anxiety that I have when it gets to that to paying, I'm like, what the heck? I've got to remove that. What lie am I believing that I can't just pay and come with abundance? Okay, so finances. And then the last one is family. So what is family? What is time? Where is your treasure? Your time, for me, my time is my treasure. My wealth is my health. It's not my finances, believe it or not. It's my health. My wealth is my health. So we have made massive sacrifices. We live in a little 2-bedroom flat. We have got no garden. We've got like a communal garden, which is not nice at all. We don't have a dog. We don't have a washing line. I've got washing hanging in the bathroom. You'll probably see it when I go do show you my vision board. We've got washing hanging outside because it's like living in London because there's so much rain at the moment. It's just simple. But obedience is better than sacrifice. So I don't have a set income. I don't work full time. So we decided that I can have this time of sweatless ease. I'm learning digital marketing. I'm learning in the e-space so that I can launch whatever it is that is coming. So for now, I'm going to share with you. Okay, so here's the 100. Okay, so make that. If you want a copy of my blueprint so that you can create your own vision board without me, you can just get on with it. You can email me, info@hopeandhustleblueprint.com, or you can start getting all my emails, all my information, and that is info@hopeandhustleblueprint.com. I'm going to tell you where that info@hopeandhustleblueprint thing comes from now. Okay, so what do? Every 7 days, I help people to write down their goals. So if you want digital real estate is a new thing. So you remember when people were like, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, I can tell you that saved us for a year. My husband lost his job. If my husband did not trade cryptocurrency, I do not even want to know where we would be now. So if you want to learn about cryptocurrency and all of those things, guess what? If you get into my automation, I'm going to be sending information on that. Not right away, but it's layers, and our story is our testimony, and how we got into the stuff and how we're getting out of it we're gonna share that, and we're gonna help other people. So what is my goal? My goal is a 5, 10, 15 year plan. Mine is not a get rich quick, it's not an overnight. Right now I just want to say to people, what is your dreams and goals? I want to make an impact. I'm using 4 spoons. I'm using 4 spoons to do lives. I'm using 4 spoons to come on here to inspire just one person, to bring you a tiny bit of hope. Pain plus your purpose. You can just get into your purpose and what is in your hands. So for me, I've got a background in multi-level marketing and direct selling. I love Fraser Brooks. He is a genius. He has taught me so much. I have invested in myself. I have spent time with him. He is the most phenomenal human. He is a legend of all legends. If you are in multi-level marketing and direct selling and you do not know Fraser Brooks, why? You need to go find him. And you need to follow him. And any free training that he does, you got to click in, you got to subscribe, you've got to like, you've got to follow, you've got to share, if you've got a team, next level. The skills that I have learned in that has helped me to fast forward, to pivot. Okay, so what do? I help people to achieve those seemingly unattainable dreams and goals. You can do what I do. I created my own blueprint for fibromyalgia so that I could work with 4 spoons doing income producing activities. I did not have a product. I did not have a product or service. I cannot recruit people. Okay, so when a friend shared with me, okay, listen to this now. A friend shared with me how her friend was making 10K in 30 days. She is a stay-at-home mom. She needs to be a stay-at-home mom because she has got a daughter with special needs. If you have got any family member or child with special needs, you will understand you are the most important person to that child. Moms and dads with children with special needs are just the most amazing humans. My cousin and her husband are the most amazing humans. Alison has to be a stay-at-home mom. I have to be a stay-at-home mom because I'm in pain. I cannot do a 9-to-5 job. So I needed hope. I needed an opportunity, like I needed oxygen. So when Nicole shared with me, her daughter Ella is turning 11. No, she is 11. I think she's turning 12 this year. Yeah. And we have done multi-level marketing before. We were with New Skin, so the whitening toothpaste. And you know what? When we did that, everybody was like, oh, everybody's doing it. Yeah, beginners are plenty, finishers are few. I still go onto those OTG calls and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're still there. Why? And they're so successful. Why? Because they show up and they are consistent. But if you haven't got a passion for it, you can't fake it. I can't do any other business, or I can't be a part of any other company until I'm super passionate about it and super excited about it. So guess what? I had to create my own. So Hope and Hustle Blueprint. I found this blueprint. I bought an e-learning program. And if you see this and you're like, oh, it's another scam, I'm going to tell you now to get over yourself. Okay. So this is my landing page. Okay. Successful entrepreneurs leverage off other people's efforts where it is mutually beneficial. If you want to do multi-level marketing and direct selling, do that. Connect with your upline, your downline, your sideline, because they are going to earn off you. This is not that. Okay. This is e-learning. So in COVID, remember Udemy, there were thousands and thousands and thousands of courses sold. This is similar. Okay. The only difference is I've got the resale rights so that I can resell the program according to, now I'm saying my vision board. So if you want to earn 100 Rand, $100, 100, whatever it is for you, I can help you to do that. You can leverage off this. You learn skills here. You don't sell a program to sell a program. I am working with somebody at the moment. We are collaborating. She bought the program from me. Okay. She speaks about the program, but guess what? She's taken those skills and started another business. She is probably going to earn 10K through her business using these skills before she earns 10K through the e-learning program. She's got the resale rights, so she can do that. She can fast track if she chooses to. But what is it? You are creating something for yourself. You are creating a legacy. So do you want to create a legacy, or do you want to leave a legacy? I'm creating a legacy, and she's going to leave a legacy. And it's twofold. That's going to turn into tenfold. So I would love to help you to find out what it is that you want. Help you to do your vision board. And then you can start on this program. It's e-learning, okay? You can purchase a program. You get the resale rights to it. Okay, there are 4 done-for-you digital marketing programs. If you want to go and take a look, it's free. Wow. Wisdom plus opportunity equals wealth. Poor, P-O-O-R. Passed over opportunities repeatedly. The choice is yours. Choose your hard. So here I purchased a program so that I can earn 10K in 30 days. Okay? I'm doing launch to profits in 7 days, helping other people to achieve their seemingly unattainable dreams and goals. I'm going to do this anyway. Why? Because you buy a house and then you can rent it out every month. And if your tenant doesn't pay rent, guess what? You don't get an income. And then you're screwed. This is not the 90s. This is not the 80s. This is 2025. This is your year to thrive, if you choose to. Do you know how many people are on YouTube? Do you know how many people are on TikTok? Do you know what? They all have to start somewhere. So find out what it is for you. What is it for you? I don't sell products to sell programs. I don't sell programs to sell programs. But I can help people to understand and learn the skills and start their own business. There are people, 107, I think, 107 6-figure earners. And that's not in South African rands, it is in US dollars. And Michelle O'Neill has created that because she has got a community of, I'll tell you today, just now, 51,000, because you know this is going to be my coming back to this at some stage. I think we're on about 52,000 people, 51,917. 51,917, I think I wrote that down. So she is a genius. Why? Because she's got a community. We all paid $29 or $39, depending. You do the maths. She has then created communities within the communities. If you want to get my newsletter, then I will send you the links of people that have done other things with this. They don't just sell this to sell this. You won't even know what they're doing and where they're learning these skills. If you've got a business or service or a product, you need to market it. Guess what? Clicks, everything. Do you take your card when you go to the shop? Or do you go like this with your watch? Tick. Or did you go like this? Tick with your phone. It's digital. So why are we confused about digital marketing? Why are we confused? So, do you have any questions? You can reach out to me. My name is Robin. Robin with a Y. So many Ys. But, so that's what I do. My 4 income producing activities that I do every single day. Not promoting this. I don't promote this. Why? Because the skills that I've learned here, I speak to my perfect customer, which I've learned. Who is your perfect customer? You will learn that in the program. You are your perfect customer. You. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. You are your perfect customer. Yeah. And you learn that in the program. They teach you how to identify that and then to connect. Connection equals currency. Fraser Brooks teaches something that if you have got 100 true fans, you can make 100,000 in a year. If you have got 500 true fans, you can make 500,000 in a year. If you've got 1,000 true fans, you can make 1 million in a year. What is your value? What is your worth? I paid $900 for this course. $900 for the course, about $1,400 for my domain, for my websites, for GoDaddy. Paid that. System IO was free. What else did I pay? That. Oh, and then I've got buttons, which I'll explain to you if you want to get more information. But all in all, let's say 20,000 South African rands. Okay? Just off the people, not the system. People that have seen me doing this, people that have reached out to me, it's covered this. People that are on my Facebook have paid this. Not because I have reached out to them, but I got the call, hey Robs, I see you doing this thing. There's this lady, and she is just a chompreneur, a mompreneur, Desiree, anyway. So I've been watching Desiree, and are you doing the same thing? And guess what? She bought from me. Why? Because people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. So stop overthinking it. There are billions of people on the internet. If you walk into a room and there are 5 people that you know and they didn't buy from you, that's okay. You celebrate with each other. There was somebody else that I met here on the South Coast that tried to sell me this. It was terrible. I was like, what are you doing? Why would you even say that? And I say, no, it's okay, thanks. Ugh. Okay, so I'm going to show you my vision board. I'm going to show you how to achieve your seemingly unattainable dreams and goals. I leverage off this. Why? Because I earn 100% profit. I'm not making money for anybody else but me. So do I show up? Yes, I do 4 income producing activities per day as taught in the program. I do social media content, 3 pieces of content per day. Post free ads. They give you a whole list of websites that you can go to and you can post free ads. In the community, it's called the Digital Growth Community. It's on School. It's not part of Meta. So if Facebook goes down, guess what? You still have your community. Michelle O'Neill does training with us every single day. You go live every day. I go live every day at 4 p.m. South African Standard Time with my FibroMYalgia warriors. Why? Because I'm helping them. And then I also go live with other friends that come onto this. Why? Because strangers become friends. Friends become family. So there are some people that I'm helping, I go live with them. If they haven't got to 1,000 people on TikTok yet, I go live with them on my page. Okay? Community. That's where the Digital Growth Community comes in. I go in and I celebrate their wins. Why? Because I've got 48 people following me in Digital Growth Community. So when I start my community, I've already got 48 people. Why? Because people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. And I can charge people a fee to come into my community where I'm earning passive income daily. Why? Because you learn that skill in here. This has just opened a door. There's a lady by the name of Amor in South Africa. She is a celebrity. She was married to a famous rugby player. She's doing this as well. That is going to bring bring credibility to the South African market, because a lot of people get scammed in South Africa. Beginners are plenty, finishers are few. I know people that have come into this, and I can go into the community. I can see when last they were online, but it's not working for them. Why? They haven't been online for 100 days. Beginners are plenty, finishers are few. I've kept my landing page like this. Why? Because we post free ads, somebody's going to recognize it, and what gets repeated gets remembered, what gets remembered gets repeated. My name is Robin. I'm here to be your cheerleader. 2025 is our year to thrive. The year 5785 is the year that I spend leaning in to a life of sweatless ease. 2024 was the year of door, the year of more, and opening and closing of doors. 5785 is the window of opportunity. So don't pass up an opportunity. Reach out, reach up. You can't go up without letting go. It's like climbing a rope. What do you need to let go of so that you can go up? I'm going to do another video with my vision board, just because everything's positioned here and my butt is now completely numb. I'm sitting on the exercise ball because I've got fibromyalgia and, you know, trying my best. So I've used up all my spoons. If you have stuck around to the end, please take time to just comment, to share this, to do whatever, put some love. It is week 12. We have got 29 weeks to go to me turning 40. And in that time, I want to be able to earn 10K in 30 days. So a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit here and a little bit there is fine. But I want to say I bought this program and now my skills are paying the bills. And you know what? It's not about me. You want to see the plans that I've got, the things that I'm going to do, the people I'm going to bless. I'm so excited. Why? Because I just show up. Not about me. Not about me. So have a blessed day, week, weekend, wherever you find yourself. It is Freedom Friday. Choose you so you can thrive in 2025.